Hi, everybody. Welcome to Valley Views, what you see and what you hear in the Coachella Valley. We have a wonderful, wonderful show for you today. And I'll tell you, it's starting with, oh my goodness, how can I tell you? It's the Girlfriend Factor, and Kate Spates is one of our new correspondents, and she is going to be talking with Jonas Udkoff. It's a fantastic event. Oh my goodness, the Girlfriend Factor, when I was there at their luncheon and saw all the ladies that they helped go back to school, it's really, really amazing. And then we have, behave my beating heart, we have Arbuckle Road, and we're going to talk to him about his fabulous band that includes a lot of Team Valley Views and Loving All Animals. But may I tell you that the incredible Michael Childers is here with the wonderful Mary Silverman. And when I say to you that they have news to share with us, you just won't even believe it. And just to give you a taste of what's coming after our break, I would like for Mary Silverman to tell you what she's going to share with us right now.
Well, Patty, thank you so much for those kind words. I was very fortunate to get to participate in this year's Dancing with the Desert Stars, which, as you know, is a fundraiser for the 100 Women program at Desert AIDS Project. What an honor and a privilege to be able to support that worthy organization and to do it in a way that's so personal, to be able to dance. Yay. Oh, it was extraordinary. And my partner, Dennis Jimenez, and I, one of the dances that we did a samba, but we also did a paso doble. What a dance. And for those of you who were not there, I'm very excited that Patty has asked me to share this with you today.
Thank you. Just watch.
His name is Paul Rodgers. His songs are rock anthems. Now in a rare solo appearance, Saturday, February 14th, the Spotlight 29 Casino Showroom. The voice that rocks the planet, Paul Rodgers. Buy tickets now at the casino box office or spotlight29.com. Live the rock and roll fantasy with Paul Rodgers.
I'm Kate Spates, community correspondent, and I'm here with Jonas Udkoff from Cord Media, who has recently agreed to be a cabana boy for the Girlfriend Factor. And if you don't know anything about the Girlfriend Factor, it's all about supporting women in education, and we're just so excited that you're going to be part of the Cabana Boys. And I understand you're working on a pretty decent auction package.
Yes, we are. Right now we're looking at a number of things that are really going to be a tour of the Coachella Valley, from tickets to the Living Desert to nights at some of the nice resorts that we have here in town, dinner at some of the famous restaurants. So it'll be a really fun event for somebody to do over a course of a weekend or a week, depending upon how many donors we actually have involved in it.
Good, yeah. I know it gets really competitive, so because obviously whoever raises the most money in their auction package gets to be the big kahuna. So everybody's really going for that. So some notable Cabana Boys in the past have been Terry Weiner from Leeds and Son, and Dick Heckman, and Harold Matzner, and so you're in good company.
Well, there are definitely some big shoes to fill there, but I definitely think that we could also, from myself and my company, pull together quite a good gift package that people would very much so be interested in spending some big bucks on.
Absolutely, no doubt. Do you have a number that you're going for that you think it's going to go for?
Let's not get ahead of ourselves just yet. I don't want any guarantees on film.
Right. So what about the girlfriend factor has attracted you
Well,
to?
I think education's really great. Our company employs almost 50 people, and we're always supporting further education. We're always supporting everything from learning new programs online to bringing in college graduates, and it's just a really important aspect to have, in your Swiss Army knife of life is really having that degree, because going through the whole process of school, not just the degree itself, you end up learning about how to make good decisions, train yourself time-wise,
Absolutely.
going into the workforce and life in general.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Girlfriend Factor has supported emotionally and financially, I think, over 100 women, and given away a couple $100,000 in grants. And most of the students go to COD and Cal State San Bernardino. And so we're really, it's supporting the community. So it's awesome to have that part of it.
Well, we're based in the community. We employ almost 50 people here, so we're really pushing for this area to grow. So that's very important to us.
Outstanding. We're happy to have you. Tell me some exciting things that are happening at Cord Media. You guys are like skyrocketing. Your growth is sensational.
Well, we're doing a lot of fun marketing, advertising type of stuff. The whole home building market coming back has just started to bring a lot more jobs back to the Coachella Valley. A number of our clients that do home communities have really started to move the trucks again, move the water trucks, start getting sticks in the air. So it's really good for the entire area, actually the whole country in general.
Absolutely, yeah. That's really good news for the desert, and it's always good news for the community. So back to the girlfriend factor. What are you most excited about? It was kind of funny when we talked to you originally about being a Cabana Boy. There might have been a misconception about that it was kind of a win a date with you or something. So let's clear that up, that's not really what it's about. So anyway, we're just, we're so excited to have you as part of the Cabana Boys. And we won't ask you to wear a bathing suit. Although if you want to, you could.
So where's this at again?
It's actually February 6th at Toscana Country Club. And
so it's indoors.
Indoors, yes, at night.
Well,
so we won't ask you to
that'd get a little
swim.
weird if I was just wearing a Speedo at that point. Indoors at night.
It would totally be weird. But let's do it. It would be fun.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah. No, it'll be a great event. I believe tickets are on sale on the website.
Okay.
Girlfriendfactor.org. And tell your friends, bring a table.
Absolutely. Well, we're definitely committed to a table, and we're glad that we could help.
Good. Thank you. Okay. Well, thank you. This has been a fun interview with Jonas. And if you want to come out to the Club Cabana for the Girlfriend Factor, join us February 6th, 2015 at Toscana Country Club. And you can read all about the Girlfriend Factor at girlfriendfactor.org.
Desert Lexus wants to make 2015 the year you drive a new Lexus. That includes the exciting new 2015 NX crossover SUV or the performance-minded 2015 RC and RCF Coupe. Add our inventory of certified pre-owned vehicles, high level of customer service, and convenient Saturday service hours, and 2015 looks like the perfect year to drive a Lexus, making the most of every moment. Desert Lexus in the Cathedral City Auto Center or online at desertlexus.com.
So how lucky am I? Mary Silverman to my far right and Michael Childers right here. And we are just going to talk. And I'm so excited. First of all, tell us the news that you were just starting to share, but we wanted to talk about it.
Well, the little show that I do with the McCallum Theater every year called One Night Only. We took to Los Angeles, did it at the Hollywood Pantages Theater, that gorgeous Art Deco theater, and for the a benefit for the Actors Fund. Sold out, a huge triumph, great show. So Actors Fund in New York is taken to Broadway next November 30th. So from Hollywood Boulevard, you know, Michael Childers presents, right, we go to Broadway. My dream. So it's going to be fun with all those great New York people who I had in the show at the McCallum last year are going to go back into the show. It's called The Jewish Legacy of Broadway, and it's a great show. And
How
It's
fantastic.
even getting better. Yeah.
Oh, dear Lord in heaven.
So that's good news.
It is amazing
yeah,
news.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Couldn't
good.
happen to a better guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hope you're there.
I'll be
with
there.
all your kids and
I'll
grandkids.
be there. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's a
it'll
biggie.
be
That's a
fun.
biggie.
Yeah.
And then what were we talking about? The Hollywood dish?
Oh, Hollywood Dish and Dine is something I created 2 years ago. It's for AIDS Assistance Organization, a great cause, and it's outrageous. It's just an evening, a beautiful dinner, and a round table. We had Jackie Collins, we had Bruce Valanche, all just brutally.
Oh, I love
We
her.
gave the audience all the Hollywood dish that was too hot to repeat or too dangerous to print. I mean, and it's fun, and they were like, they were gobsmacked. Their mouths were open. They couldn't believe these stories, and they had lots of questions and answers. And we you know, after a vodka or two or a glass of wine, we gave them such good stories,
I can
and
imagine.
made $60,000 for the charity, which is really
Wow.
good. Yeah. So it's
Isn't he amazing?
these things just come to me sitting at Tropical having a vodka tonic. These things. No, Manhattan's my new favorite drink. I had one. Harold Matzner bought me one at Spencer's.
Really?
They make the best Manhattans.
I
at
don't know if I've ever
Spencer's.
had a Manhattan.
Well, I used to drink them when I was 17. I'd had a fake ID in New York. They're great, and they have 3 cherries in them.
Ooh.
And it's bourbon. It's just, and, you
It's
know,
bourbon.
so smooth on the stomach. You know, I have acid reflux, so no white wine, no champagne, and no vodka. This is a great drink.
Good.
So
Good to
after your
know.
next long shoot, you go out and have 3 Advil in Manhattan.
I'll be darned. You know what the truth is? Yeah, because I'm from North Carolina. You'd think that I'd be
Me
drinking
too.
bourbon. Where?
Lord,
Where?
from Edenton on the coast.
Well,
Lord,
heavens.
I mean, I used to talk like that.
Oh, I'm
And
from Charlotte.
Charlotte,
Yeah.
you're upland folk.
I am.
We're coastals.
I am. I'm
we're
big
swamp,
time in
we're
North
swamp
Carolina.
people. I don't know any other people from North Carolina here. That's great.
yeah. Oh, we
it's
should
a
talk.
great state.
Mary, what's happening in January?
Oh, well, what's happening? Talk about being the luckiest girl in the world. But I get to work with Michael Childers in January. The film that I wrote and produced and directed on Michael Childers is screening at the Annenberg Theater at the Palm Springs Art Museum, January 25th.
January 25th. Write that down, guys. That's
What
huge.
time?
3 p.m.
3 p.m.
Wow.
Is it free?
It's not free.
It's not free.
It ought
It's
not to
a-
be.
Who does it benefit?
It benefits the Museum Artists Council along with the Photography Collection Council at the Palm Springs
Oh.
Art Museum. $75 will get you a ticket. Not only will you get to see the screening, but we will be doing a live interview following the screening. I will sit down with Michael
Yeah,
and we'll dig for some.
yeah, and you can
That's
have You
huge.
can take your picture with me, or I'll take
Oh.
a picture of you.
I have the best picture with you last year sitting right there at that
Oh,
table.
it's great. I
Yeah,
love that.
Yeah, yeah. That's so exciting.
It's a good film that she did. It's really a lot of love and care in it, and it really tells a wonderful little story. It's only 14 minutes long. Or, yeah, it's
Yeah,
small, but
16
it's great. It's really good.
Thank you. Well, I was lucky enough to also be able to get an original score by composer Harry Gregson Williams. Yes.
Dear me.
Yeah. Yes, quite an honor.
This just gets better
Very
and
dear
better.
friend. And that coupled with Michael's photography really
Yeah.
put the
Oh.
jewel on the
I
crown
was
of that
I
piece.
was quite funny. I was funny.
It
Tried
was
to
a
be. Yeah.
Really was. I always wanted, Michael and I first met when I arrived in the desert, just not quite 10 years ago. I was working at Palm Springs Life, where he was, of course, an illustrious photographer, and we met, and I looked at him and I said, Michael, I think our circles are intertwined.
Your moon was in Scorpio.
I think our eyes.
Double
and-
Scorpius.
Yeah, absolutely. And I knew then, absolutely. We had breakfast with Frank Jones at the Viceroy, and I left. I don't know if I ever told you this story. I left that breakfast. It was an early morning breakfast. I left that breakfast. I got in my car. I called my old producing partner at E. We'd done the E True Hollywood story together, and I said, Loredana Palavoda, I'm going to do the story on Michael Childers. I'm going to do it. I don't know how, I don't know when, but I'm going to do
doing
it.
it.
10 years later, you're tenacious.
Here it is.
Yeah.
I never give up. The time was right. Michael, when I landed at the magazine, you were the very first person. I don't think that the first issue that I did of that magazine no sooner landed in the paper that you were on the phone congratulating me.
Oh,
And
well, I mean it. No, I've been in the magazine business 45 years. I know a good magazine issue and a bad issue. You're doing great work. Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah,
I'll drink to
it's
that.
good.
In
It's
fact, we'll
good.
all drink to that in
Yeah,
about
yeah.
5 seconds because we have to go now. But these people are telling you to be aware in January. Don't miss. Don't miss. Say again.
Hollywood in the Desert Sky, a conversation with Michael Childers, screening at the Annenberg Theater at the Palm Springs Art Museum, January 25th, 3 p.m., $75, psmuseum.org.
Yeah. See you there. Be there or be square. Love you both.
Square, I love it.
Thank you.
Lord,
Thank you. Be right back.
North Carolina. North Carolina.
Ever wonder about what he's doing? How it all turned to lies?
Valley Views is beyond excited to be here in Rancho Mirage for the 6th annual huge, biggest pet adoption festival ever. And here is the lady who started it 6 years ago in her backyard, Lindy BG.
Kind of grown, hasn't it?
Hey, this is amazing.
I know, but what's the most exciting thing for me is when I see a dog that we adopted out 3 years ago and the dog remembers me. I love that. I love that. I love
The co-captains for this incredible event, Lori Loftus and Simone Gratton. You guys loving all animals and what you do here, honest to goodness, we are in awe.
Well, it is so easy to be in awe when you see all these wonderful animals finding permanent homes.
It's fabulous, so big.
It's a wonderful location, and I'll tell you, the city of Rancho Mirage has just bent over backwards to assist us.
I think all of the communities in the Coachella Valley, by the time you guys are done, I think it'll all be united.
Absolutely. It's the only way that we can achieve no kill is by us all working together. There are over 47 rescues here today, over 500 animals here today.
Loving all animals is about dogs and cats and horses.
We're the Coachella Valley Horse Rescue in North Indio. I'm Annette Garcia. I'm the rescue director and the volunteer director.
I'm Dave Domeno and president of the Coachella Valley Horse Rescue.
When 200 animals leave here, it leaves room in the shelters for 200 more.
Right.
So in truth, it's 400 lives being saved. And so that's the beauty of it.
Fantastic day today in Rancho Mirage. Beautiful. Loving all animals. And now back to Valley Views.
Just a plain scene. Well, I'm saying, no, you're just a tune away.
Well, I have a new favorite band, and it's called Arbuckle Road. And Greg Vinson, I'm going to ask you as leader of the group, how did he get that name?
Well, Dan Spriggle, who I started the band with, has been in the coffee business for many years.
Okay.
And some way, somehow, I Googled Old Western vernacular and looked at coffee. And back in the 1800s, there was a brand of coffee called Arbuckle.
Really?
And it's kind of like today's Folgers. So one thing led to another, and it was Arbuckle. And somehow I made it R and turned the R around and buckle and then added road, and that's how it happened.
I just love it.
You know what? There was so many bad names. It's like one more name. It's like, okay, go with that finally. So we
I
had
like
a show
it.
coming up. We had to be called something.
Yeah, absolutely. But I saw you at the Loving All Animals, and honest to goodness, I kind of waited around. We were taping, but I kind of waited around because I hadn't seen the band, and I followed these guys in their careers, and so I was sitting there, and it started, and I thought, where am I? I mean, I was just uplifted right into some stadium somewhere with this fabulous band
Aw,
up there
very
doing
nice.
this
Thank you.
amazing song. And so right away I did say to Michael, I would love to have a theme song, and I'd love for it to sound like that.
We will do that for you.
So I'd like to just go on record.
You got a deal.
Tell me who's in the band, because my guys are right there too.
Well, the Pedersen brothers, Mike and Larry Pedersen, are in the band. Bob Bingham plays bass in our band. Carl Agnello plays drums. Lindy Bingham, Bob's wife, she plays saxophone and sings. And Lisa Lynn Morgan sings with us. And last but not least is Larry's wife, Kat,
Oh,
who sings and does a
my
bunch
hero.
of the percussion, a lot of little shaky things and all
Yeah.
that stuff. So it's interesting that there's 5 or 6, 7 voices in the band. So I think Bob could even sing too, but I guess we run out of microphones. Maybe we need to find another one. We make sound people crazy when we show up. Yeah, we need 12 mics and all this stuff. And they're like, oh my. So anyway, it's sometimes a challenge, but it's really fun when they're all working together.
and how long have you been together?
Started the band 3 years ago. And it was one of those things where finally one day we'd had enough of talking about it, and a couple beers into it, it's like, all right, we're going to do it. And we started the band that day, myself and a kind of Dan Spriggle. And unfortunately, Dan couldn't kind of stay with us because he had some other commitments. So, you know, one thing led to another. Mike got involved and kind of legitimized us. We were a two-piece garage band at that point, and Mike came in and goes, "Oh man, that was his savior project for 2011 or whatever that was." So he legitimized us a little bit, got another guy involved, and played some bass, and slowly but surely it just grew to 8 bodies and a big sound, and it's a lot of fun.
I love it. I just think it's fantastic. And my guys are like, well, they're family to me. And so to actually get to see them in action that day, I've seen them before in a club setting,
Right.
and I always thought they were amazing. And Kat is fantastic, and so yeah, it was really special. What's the future look like? You're doing Stagecoach,
Well, gosh, really?
right? Is that not true?
Well, no. We were fortunate enough to get mentioned by the Desert Sun that they would love to see us there. But
Bruce Fessier.
yes, and he supported the band, and that we're very, very fortunate in that regard. But as of today, we do not have an invite. If you guys are listening at Golden Voice, we are available, I promise.
And they're amazing. I promise.
But that's certainly on our radar. We would love to be a part of a big festival like that.
Bruce, are you watching?
Bruce,
Hello?
are you watching?
Are you watching out there? you really need to make this happen. I mean, that's got to happen.
Well, that's kind of you. So there's a bunch of stuff we've got cooking. We're working on a studio record. We do have a live CD out. This is yours, copy. Arbuckle Road Live. There we go.
Thank you.
Did this at the Date Shed last year. So that's a nice representation of who we are, but we're going to dig a little deeper.
What a great cover.
And do some studio cuts and see if we can have that out by early spring. So that's a big production we've got working now. And then there's talk of getting up to the Great Northwest, the Great White Northwest.
Whoa.
Calgary in July for the Stampede and all points in between. So the band has got some big plans. So
I love it.
It's a lot
I'm
of fun.
so excited. I can't wait to hear Rockstar.
Oh, that's
Old
another Mike
friend.
Pedersen song. That's it. I believe you need to go solo, my friend.
Oh. Anyway, listen, all the best.
Thank you so much.
And
for
I'm not
having me
going I'm
on.
not going out there. I'm not going out there if you guys aren't playing.
Oh, come on, it'll be fun.
No.
Really?
No. It's the Arbuckle Road. They got to be out there. And who's leading? Who's headlining out there?
I believe it's Blake Shelton and Miranda Lambert,
Oh.
Tim McGraw. I mean, we would fit right in. I'm certain of that.
And I'll tell you what, truly, Blake Shelton is amazing.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
And his beautiful wife, too. You guys would have a ball.
We would.
I'm
They
pulling
don't
for
even
it.
know how much fun they would have with us.
I might have to mention that to Blake.
Would you do that for me?
Maybe.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Patty. That was fun.
It's so great. And we are going to go now to Father Howard Lincoln, Sacred Heart Church. Father Lincoln.
All of us, every one of us, without exception, are children of God. And that's why we call God our Father. And we are very, very precious to God. You know, you are a unique, loving creation of God. There's a sacredness to your life, and no one now, no one in history, no one in the entire future of the world will ever have, ever, your combination of fingerprints and your DNA code and your character and your features. No one. Of the 7 billion people on this planet right now, there is only one you. That is how special you are in the eyes of God. Quite a few years ago, I was at a football game watching the then Los Angeles Rams take on the hated and rotten Dallas Cowboys. During halftime, there was a punt, pass, and kick competition for kids from 8 to 12 years of age. And frankly, the truth is, after a while, it got kind of a little boring, actually, and I wanted to get on with the football game. But behind me was a couple far from bored. They were standing and they were clapping and they were cheering because one of their kids was on the field. That was their son. What he was doing was far more important to them than the Rams and the Cowboys. After all, he was their child. We need to have the conviction of our faith that we are precious in God's eyes, not because of anything we may accomplish for God, but simply because of who we are, His children. And you are special, so very special, so special that God has never created anyone just like you.
Thank you, Father Lincoln. Thank you so much. I want to thank all my guests today, and I want to thank you for joining us. Until we meet again, remember, yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery. Today's a gift, and that's why we call it the present. Live in the now moment. Enjoy your valley views. We want you to see this again. Remember it, because we have big, big plans for Arbuckle Road. And if they're not at Stagecoach, we're going to have to march or do something. Much love, big hug. See you soon.